All right, Coach. Well, after 3 years as the home of the Chargers, it is most likely the final regular season home. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. All right, Coach. Well, after 3 years as the home of the Chargers, it is most likely the final regular season home game at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He completes this one to Mack. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Charlie. 55. Right there. 55.
Mayfield. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Play fake, Mayfield. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 17-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball? Not
easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Down. 60 out long. Like 5-4. 22, check, over. 22, check, over.
Here's Samuels. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Let's give them some big points there for sticking to their guns. They end up getting nothing on a first down run, but they come back with the big guy, and he puts them in a position on 3rd down where they have a manageable chance to pick up a first.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Check three.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson now. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Mayfield, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Mack. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 2-yard line.
52. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Let's go.
This time Jackson will throw it out to his left. And he's going to keep it here.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
52's the mic. Watch the run. They're running it.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, 52's the mic, boys, 52.
Go.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Throwing, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Brandon Graham make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Under crush.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Jackson airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mack. He's going to have the first down past the 20. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled. So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll lose yardage, brought down at the 32. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A gain of 17.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They complete it to Hill. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Come on, the ball. Come on. Pass him. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
On first down, this is Geis. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson dumps it off for Geis. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike's 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Here we go.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jackson, he's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and a couple, Jackson. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Geis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the 4-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Darius Geis as the first half is winding down. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, box truck. 24 is the mic.
First down, Mayfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Check.
Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go. Come on, get your arm. Check. Watch 54. Danny. Go.
On second and 12, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mayfield looks to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 40, 20. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, alert 33.
From the gun, Mayfield. Big hold of the 30. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Regular.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Mayfield down. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Ready. Go, Mike 34. Mike 34.
On the ground, it's Geis. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
54. Big stop, D. Let's go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
You must be.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field. Not really.
There goes Green. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A.J. Green, 83 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point forthcoming. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Point after, right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Chargers 17, Raiders 7.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Will. Check right. Watching your five. I'm coming.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mayfield. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Check tight. Mike 52.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Let's go. 70 ending. Mike 5-4. Oh, get him. Get him. Get him. Set up.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. And an alley to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Got you.
On the carry, it's Samuels. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Ready? 52, Mike 52. Watch the run, watch the run.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Ready, go.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and...
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
For that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
52. Shut up. 52's the mic.
Hey, tight.
52's the mic. Watch Mike.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Here we go again.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Hold up. Here I come again. Mike 52. Mike 52. Go.
They'll run with Samuels. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Check 52's the mic. Echo. 52's the mic.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Jackson from the gun. He'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Is right there. It's good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mayfield now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, Mayfield. That's caught by Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Malcolm Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check. Mike, 50. Right there in the middle. 55. Right there.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mayfield. He'll hit Jackson complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go one more.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
I know he ain't got it.
Throwing, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays. Fire.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go.
And Owen coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to let it. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Point it right.
Now Mayfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A.J. Green, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score. Chargers 28, Raiders 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the home team here, the wins have been hard to come by, but they get one here to move to 4-11 on the year. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.